Hey guys, Gon here. So today we have a new Liz, and she's actually really insane. Um, Before I do that though, I just want to point out I did hit 23.5 mil, so I finally got that nice little 23.5 mil buff, and you can see I'm at 3.75% of my famine constellation. But this Liz is nuts. Her passive, first of all, increases all basic stats of goddesses and sins, so she could be used on a sin team, maybe possibly in the future, by 5%, and increases the damage dealt by 10%. So if you have 3 goddesses on the field, that's 30% damage dealt increase and a 15% basic stat. Again, good. Alright, so for each buff applied to an applicable ally, attack-related stats increase by 5%, limit 6. And she has her own buff, and her buff is absolutely insane. It is an all-stat buff. So it's level 1, 15% all stats, which is disgusting. Better than Margaret's. Level 2 is 20, which is okay. And level 3 is 25, which again, all stat buffs are insane. So immediately she applies, that all stat buff, plus you get attack related stats. You get this awesome frost shield on goddesses and sins, which will make you immune to frost. Sorry, Aqua. And it decreases damage dealt by enemies that have been damaged by this skill by 40%. So it's just actually just crazy. And she still does more. The basic stats of the allies are increased by 4% for each debuff removed. So if she removes any debuffs, they're stronger. That's up to 20%. And then at the start of the ally's turn, Ice Sword is granted. Ice Sword, additional damage equal to 20% of remaining HP to allies with the highest remaining percentage. Disgusting. Her relic is useless, but like if her relic was good, it would just be broken. So it's just like a stat buff for her now. But her level 1 card is a buff removal, and it inflicts cold. Again, you're not really using her for the damage. You're using her to be a stat checker. And then it just it has the same ult. It changed the ult actually, so that the ult will apply frost shield on all allies and inflicts all damage with cold. It's the first time they ever kept the same unit, so it's the same unit as the Festival Diane right here. Sorry, Festival Elizabeth right here. But they gave her a different ult, so it's really cool that they did that. So I'm going to show you a couple matches in normal, and then I'll show you a couple matches in geared. And I'll show you really how insane this Liz is. I'm really surprised. And actually, in my opinion, they've actually done really, really well with seasonal units. Like, you had Gelda, which was broken. Both of the Geldas. You had the Matrona that was broken a long time ago. So, goddesses are, like, just disgusting now. And same thing, you can see my CC. I'm hitting 322k. You could use Aqua still, because my L is kind of dated now, but like, it's just awesome. Alright, so we got a demon team, so we're gonna do our, passive here. We have these buffs, so again, we're applying more stats now. We're going to use this to give us some nice all stats. We're going to use our AoE, and then we're going to use our second AoE. Like, watch this damage. It's actually just so insane. Ready? Actually just disgusting. Alright, so he's going to use his talent. He's using Demon King. And then he's going to use the Tristan afterwards. Like, look how beefy we are from our stats. Yeah, I would too. I'm sorry, friend. Let's get into our next match. Alright, we are going to play against a Knight Fortnite team. Okay. Alright, so we're going to do our standard play of using our talent. We're going to use our buff. So this time, since he has a buff on him, I'm going to use the list single target so he's not able to heal up. Who does he have as a link on this again? He has Maya. Okay, so he'll hit a little bit harder. And then we'll do our Tristan AoE and see how well that works. Just her animations are really cool. I mean, she hits hard. 247k is no joke. So we did pop the revive on him. We do have a cleanse if we need it. He's gonna go for Myliz. I mean, he doesn't have the damage. We don't have our talent active again, but I do have this cleanse now to get rid of all of these debuffs. He did not use that, so I can use this and honestly just use my AoE again. Tristan's just going to hit so hard with all these buffs. He has the Sigurd coming out. We have a whole bunch of Mael cards. Again, I'm pretty sure Aqua is so good, even though Aqua doesn't, you can't freeze in the mirror match. Because just the heal and the freeze that you can have later after the shield's off is pretty good. I mean, I don't care about that active, so we're going to do this. We're going to do our this. Actually, let's do this to get rid of your buff first. Then we'll do this. And that should take care of the Tristan. And now we just have the Percy who's turned off. So I'm really not that worried about him. I'm going to save some time and go do one more normal match. And then we'll head into geared. Alright, our last match is going to be demons again. This time we have a demon melee with Cusack and Berserker melee. Good thing is we don't have to care about the buffs that he has on him anymore, because we're going to do this, and we're going to do that. And let's see how much we do. Oof, oh my goodness, 2.6 mil damage. Actually just insane. I'm sorry, friend. Let us head into geared. Oof. Alright, so before I head in, I'm going to tell you the gear that I'm using. I want to show you what the gear looks like with me using HP gear. Obviously, you can see I'm almost 500k CC, so I don't need to use HP gear. I could use attack gear, and I'm also going to change my card set. I'm going to use the Goddess card set, because why wouldn't I? I'll still go first regardless. With the Goddess card set, I go down to 491k CC, which is a little bit more reasonable. And there's the gear I have everybody on. I have HP defense on everybody, and I have HP defense on all of their links. So I'll show you what this looks like with HP gear. Obviously, if I switched over to attack gear, it's going to be insane gear, and it's going to show you, you know, huge numbers from the attack crit gear that I could put on my Liz and my Tristan. So it looks like we are going to play against a demon team with Gelda. He does have a silver with Tristan. We're going to use he doesn't have any I don't need to use, I mean, I think the single target of her actually just hits really hard anyway, so I'm going to use it anyway. Let's see. So we're going to use our buff. I mean, 213k is not that bad. Let's see the damages. 1.5 mil. Actually, just crazy damage. So we broke the Demon King shield. We don't have to worry about that. Obviously, he's going to use the Tristan. And then the double Gelda, I guess. I mean, we're just so tanky with all of these stats. Goddesses have so many buffs between all of them now. I mean, look at that damage. Still, Goddesses still pretty good damage. We're going to use our cleanse. I mean, we have so many cards. Let's just do this. Can I do... Alright, hold on. We're going to cleanse this all off. We're going to do this. And then we're going to do... I probably should... I messed that up a little bit. I should have just merged it to get the ult. But it's not going to make too much of a difference. We pop the revive on the Tristan, and this should kill the Demon Melee who didn't get too many stats. No, it did not kill the Demon Melee. Okay. You know why I didn't kill the Demon Melee? It's because of the all stat right there. He'll use his AoE here to get himself a mini shield. I mean, regardless, I'm still super tanky, and he doesn't have any of his attack buffs on him. That's why, again, I like the Aqua, and I'm going to switch over to the Aqua next match so you can see it. Just because she actually does just provide so many stats that you don't really realize. And she gives you a heal and a cleanse. And if you're not playing against the same team, you have a freeze. So I do have my Tristan ult, and I have my Liz ult, so I'll be able to show you the Liz ult damage. The Demon King shouldn't be able to kill anybody because he's turned off. Liz has the Charmio still, so she should be fine. Alright, let's see the damages. We're going to use our passive. We're going to cleanse it all, get rid of everything. That gives us more stats. And then we're just going to do double ult. 1.8 mil, pretty respectable, and this is gonna do 1.8 mil. So they literally, the ults did the same exact damage, and then we're left with a Chandler. Let's head into our next match. I'm gonna switch over to Aqua instead of using my Be right back. So our CC went down just a little bit. We lost like 2k, but again, I really don't think it's going to matter too much. Again, I do like the Aqua because revive once again is the most toxic thing in the game, and just the heal for the team is really good. Obviously, in the mirror match, she's not going to be as good because you can't freeze right away, but I can freeze anything else that I'm playing against. So we're going against demons right now. We're going to do our effects. We're going to use our all stats. We're going to break the... He has Tristan here. We're going to break the shield with our Liz, and then we're going to use our AoE. We broke the Demon King shield. And we did 1.5 mil, pretty good so far. Now we're going to do double Demon King into Tristan. And again, I also like the Aqua because she gives all stats with her when you use an ability. So we're gonna heal up right here. We don't really care too much about the Tristan, and then we're going to use our AoE. And plus, if you do play against demons, Aqua just destroys demons, man. That almost kills the Demon King. And now we kill the Demon King. And, I mean, that more or less just finishes this off. Because, like, he can't do anything. I have all of these revives. I'll do one more, and then I'll give you guys my final thoughts. Alright, last match we have a Knight of Apocalypse team. He is using Lance and Tristan with Percy. We're going to do our... I don't see any Ludocios, but I don't need to worry about Ludocio. So I'm going to use that to give me the all-stat buff. I'm going to get rid of his health buff, and then we'll do our AoE from here. Holy smoke, she almost killed him. Casual 1.9 mil damage. He's going to use the single target on the Liz because he merged into a silver, and then we're going to get double Percy to bring back the passive. Yeah. Alright, so we are going to... I don't need to cleanse anything. I mean, I'll just go like this. That'll kill the buff. We'll go single, and we'll go single. This should just do a ton of damage there. Got rid of his buff. And that killed him, and now we just have the Lancelot and the Percival left. So we proc the revive on the Percival, and Varghese comes out. And again, we just have so much utility in our hand. We have double cleanse because this is a cleanse and a heal. We got double freeze. We got the debuff remove and all stat buff. It's just actually just crazy how much buffs this team has now. Does not kill, and even if he did, we have the revive still, so it's not like that's pretty scary. We'll heal us up. We will use our AoE, and we'll just double AoE. I think this will finish it off for us. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I think that Liz is absurdly broken. Looks like goddesses are going to be pretty good for a while now. Even if, you know, the goddess team does fall off, because they are supposed to, the last unit is supposed to be a Meliodas. Her passive still works with Meliodas. So if you're thinking about skipping her, I would probably pull at least one copy of her. Because, again, she works with goddesses and sins. So if this new melee has any synergy with the sins, which usually the melees do have synergy with the sins, she will be on a sins team. So thanks for watching, guys. If you liked the video, please like and subscribe. Peace out.